feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everyone else blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. 7 nights.
And hello friends, and welcome to a new video. Well, it has recently been announced that the next 20th of July, there is going to be a fight. Exhibition match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, meaning the fight will be streamed on Netflix. The truth is that although I understand that the reason for this fight is for money, since there are rumors that he could make $20 million from this punishment, well, my opinion is that those who are interested in meta fighting at 57 years old are the people around him. It's the entourage that will be telling him, yes, Mike, you can knock out a guy 30 years younger. Because you faced Evander Holyfield, Leonard Lewis, and you still have that punch.
Sign, 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 sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world behind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
But all those people don't tell him he might take a bad hit in that fight, or they don't worry about his mental state. And even though I don't have access to Mike Tyson's bank account, well, I guess it's a bit sad that at 57 years old you have to fight to be able to do. Because although we have seen recent videos of Tyson in which he looks very good with speed and a lot of punching power, these are very short videos that do not tell you much of the physical condition it may have. Thank you.
Reign in my world, God. Please, Lord, give me a sign.
It's necessary to remember that Metal Art, the last fight he had in 2020, was above civilians. And throughout this period, well, it's been more about focusing on training fighters. I will train myself. So, well, the physical condition that may be reached, even though it looks very good and all that, well, then inside you have to see how the cardio and how others are going. Aspects, and especially those aspects that cannot be trained, one of them is the jaw. Well, we've seen that Mike Tyson throughout his career has suffered, and that leaves you in that chin, in that jaw that we no longer know if it can hold up. A right hand from Jake Paul. Have seen that Jake Paul has knocked out, do you think, Tyrone Woodley? I keep getting applause from Nate Dialqueredo and I barely see an obligation. Yeah. Yes, and that, well, the jaw is something you cannot do. Tranquility is the essence of desired outcomes. At some point, sweetness becomes everyone's opposition, existing solely to oppose, yes. Another thing you can train is also the reaction ability, well, okay. Because of all the chaos, you don't have the same speed or reaction to dodge a punch, especially at 57 years old. He can see the punches coming, but still when they hit him, he doesn't have the capacity like he did before that headbutt and power. And it's worth mentioning that Jake Paul has more than enough money for the best coaches, the best nutritionists, and the best physical trainers. But we have seen that has somewhat neglected the world of YouTube to focus on a professional boxing career, and as he has all those resources, so his evolution is happening faster than it might be than anyone else who doesn't have that money to having all those possibilities. Jake Paul, who on top of that is not only 30 years younger, but Professor Shibari standing at 188 centimeters compared to 78 of Tyson. So having the topic of reach in his favor, said this to say, well, that Jake Paul, it seems to me that is a mastery of marketing. Well, all he has managed to set up all those fights with all the UFC fighters, and now getting a fight with Tyson and it being on Netflix in between, well, it's an incredible thing. Incredible. And that's because it's so media focused right now, because It has revolutionized this way of fighting since no one had done it before, and he has been fight promoter against UFC fighters, for example. And that's why I told him, because he's a master of the world marketing. And even though Jeff Paul fought recently against, I don't remember, someone, because nobody has seen it, this July 20th, surely many people will watch, especially if there is a platform like Netflix behind it. Well, so it's going to reach many more millions of people from all over the world. Well, anyway, you can leave me there in the comment box what you think of about this Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. If you think it's okay for Mike Tyson to come back to fight with Jake Paul now at 57 years old and against an opponent who is 30 years younger than him. Even though, mind you, even though it's a fight of exhibition, keep in mind that Jake Paul will try to knock out Mike Tyson. I don't think Jake Paul will be playing in this fight. Whatever you think about this topic, you can leave it in the comments. And if you like the video, you can hit the like, you can subscribe. See you in the next video. See you soon.